All right. I did a lot of this offline, so let's assume that this is gonna work out. Go ahead and pick the picture. Dead Cells streaking. We have multiple things going on right now. Some of it is in the game itself, but right now we have merchandise categories turned off. Let me get to that in a second. Percentage of objects with quality S 0, which means that the only things that will be quality S is the stuff from cursed chests and transition doors. Everything else that shows up is plus plus. Food is more infected than ever before. Very moldy food out there. Something's going around, I think. A little bit of E. coli with my bread. As well as potions no longer heal infections. This, if you get hurt, it is felt very quickly. Then we have some stuff in the game itself. I'm gonna do a quick command in the chat. Yo, Cell Huntress, gotta get an exclamation point BC. I got rid of boss cell because I didn't want to update 2 different commands at one time. The other one that I know that we have is enemy HP up, enemy damage dealt up. Malaise is always ticking thanks to permanent timer. Yeah, and then the last thing that we added just today, curse level on cursed chests 15. Now, before we like officially start for the day, I'm going to do a quick test run to make sure that this works. If not, then we'll figure out something else, but I didn't really have enough time to try stuff out today, so this is going to be very interesting, and I'll go through my thought process a little later on why we decided to make it a higher curse number. How the run's been going so far? I missed out on the first couple of vids and you're regretting it. Well, most of it should be on YouTube at this point. YouTube's up to BC plus 4. As you see, like, we're a little beyond that. But what I'm hoping is that it won't be too long for me to update for the rest. So I say this might not be the right way, but then I saw that it was. We can go this way. Well, ideally, you want to be prison quarters, but we're already here, right? We're just trying to beeline it to a cursed chest so I can make sure that the affliction, if you want to call it that, is active. Oh, wrong thing. Yo, Vert Chili, good to see you though. Okay. Ooh. Gotta de-rustify, get all the bads out. Nothing but good gameplay after we do this test. Yeah, over the weekend I did a lot of TFT and Path of Exile. I tried to play some Skull the Hero Slayer, but I ended up dying. Whenever I die in Skull the Hero Slayer, I get really, really sad about that. Wow. Goodbye, health bar. I don't think this helps. Already at 7%. Help! Staffy, help! Yeah, the nasty part is half the bats are already going for you before you even press a button. So like, while I'm doing the throw, they're already slashing at me. Can't sleep, so hi V, hi chat. Hi Rajit, good to see you. Hopefully you aren't staying up too late tonight. We'll give you a little bit of Dead Cells ASMR so you can go to bed at a reasonable time. Alright, let's check it out. 15 curse. Hopefully it works. Oh, I should have tried to destroy a gold door to see what that does. 15? Okay, it does appear to work. Let's die real quick. We'll die and then go break a gold door and see if that still gives us only 10. Let's wait for a few minutes. Why were there 1,000 bats chasing me? Because I was speed running. When you speed run in Dead Cells, it looks a little sus. Find ourselves a golden door. Wow, lucky me, another speedrun item. You need to wake up in 4 hours, oh no. I mean, what I'm hoping is that whatever you are gonna do doesn't require 8 hours of sleep. Like maybe you're gonna go watch a movie early in the morning. Like one of those early day releases. So you only really need to be awake for another 2 hours. That's my hope. Assuming you aren't going to watch like the new Batman. There's another movie out. Oh, the new Avatar. If you're if you haven't gone to bed and you're gonna go see the new Avatar, you might be screwed. Ow. Oh, I see some gold. These cost a little more than just a 10 curse though. Try this one. Yeah, 50's normal. What's good, my dude? Happy New Year. Same to you, Locust. I'm doing pretty well. As well as whatever it is I'm doing looks like. I don't think there's golden doors past here. I'll still check it, but just in case. I have an exam. I have an exam tomorrow that I'm not done studying for, and it's 3 a.m. Holy smokes. Again, I hope it's easy. Does Bank have cursed doors? Yes. It also has a curse in it. So once we're ready to get started, the Bank curse is also worse. Sorry, I just want to find one gold door. Apparently it's harder than I thought. Shout out to all my Dead Cells speedrunners, by the way. This is hard. Oh my god! What is that doing there? It is easy. I don't think it will be like this for any of the other ones. Famous last words. Oh my god. I mean, that's good to hear. At least you think it's gonna be easy. That's the first step for something to be easy. You have to call it easy. Though to be fair, there are some people that will say, oh yeah, this is tough. Very hard. And then they just make it a cakewalk. But who knows, maybe that's you too. I guess that's easier for me to just float. It's not faster. Oh my god, it's here. 10 curse. Okay. Alright, we finally figured it out. And you know what? I feel like I'm good to get started. Is that a new weapon? What was that? You mean the javelin? The one I was throwing and then teleporting to? You get that from caverns. Okay. Let's get ourselves a skin first. We're gonna be playing tactics today, I believe. I have it written down somewhere. That's usually me. I never call something easy like that. Yeah, I try not to, because then if you tell someone that it was easy, then they're gonna ask you how you did. And you say, I didn't really do as well as I thought I would. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, you know, a couple days ago you were saying it was actually kind of easy. I want to set myself up like that. What do y'all think? Armored shrimp or mutineer? And either purple skin. They're both kind of purplish. But I don't know which one I want to take. Yo, Blaze, good to see you. Yeah, so there's a lot of weapons if you don't have everything unlocked just yet. And it's not a weapon I take all the time, the javelin that is. Requires very specific brain usage, as well as some other stuff before I actually want to play it. But for speedrunning, it's one of the like best things to find. Okay, make sure assist mode. It reset. Crap. All right, let me turn these on. So I have to quit. Because remember, we're playing on 150% bonus damage and health on the monster. So we gotta make sure everything is set up before the hard mode run. But yo, Straugs and I know where Rajit resides, but Strokes, where do you reside if you don't want to leak your information? Just say so. But what time zone is that? 3 a.m. is plus a big number. +7 from me? Greece? Is Greece like +1 GMT? Or is it 0 GMT? Yo, Phil, good to see you. Yeah, so you're +7 from us, which means I think you're +1 GMT? Not sure. Is it 1 hour past the UK right now? I can't think of how the geography lines up. I've never been one for geography. I hate it. Like if you put me on GeoGuessr, if you put $1 million on the table and say, V, you won't have to work a day of your life if you solve this GeoGuessr puzzle, we're freaking broke. I won't be able to even look at Buster. Because I can't tell like if Greece is like in front of or behind the UK. Okay, save. Send this back. Getting absolutely wrecked in Elden Ring right now kind of reminds me of Dead Cells. Vert, are you summoning players, and are you getting invaded by other players? Like, I honestly have no care in the world on how people play Elden Ring. The only thing I want to know is if you get invaded by other players. Because I played through all of Elden Ring and I never saw a single invasion. I feel really, really sad. about that. This is all good. Yep. Alright, send us. Yo, Joker!
Cheers from MN, clinking beer mugs.
12 months! That's a birthday! Can we get an exclamation point birthday in the chat for Joker? That's sick! Joker, what do you want for your birthday? Hopefully it's something I can actually do. Hopefully it's just win the run. That's as much as I could probably do right now. I played the whole game offline. I think that is a strat, absolutely. Yeah, like as fun as it is to get invaded by someone who only is using the most meta gear, and is camping a certain area that you need to get to, and obviously killing people who aren't really there for PvP, they're just there to have a good time. It's a good feeling, I'm sure. But for anyone who, you know, doesn't need that, and you go offline, then, you know, that's good too. I didn't play offline, I just, for some reason, never got invaded. I think you have to summon other players to then opt into invasion. Try to be Radagon. You need to be playing online to get invaded. Yeah. They did release a new PvP thing, so I wonder if people are doing that. Alright. Dead Cell streaks. We go to assist mode. 150%, 150%. That's how you know that it's the real deal. You also have malaise ticking right now. This area is supposed to be paused. It's not. That's how you know, again, it's the real deal. You also have to play tactics. The reason why I can't really show you was because the last win I had was on tactics. No, it wasn't. The last win that we had was on something not tactics. So tactics is mandatory now. I want to say Magic Missile is a good item, but when you have a monster with 150% bonus health, you know, this thing doesn't really hit quite like it used to. Corrupted Power probably gonna be huge, but I assure you, if I can find anything else remotely useful, you might be swapping. Now, for those of you who like haven't been keeping up with the streakings, as a reminder, I did die at +3 BC, so BC 8 is our first death. And I want to say we have not died since then. So if we have any math majors, whatever that number is, that's how long the streak's been going. Do I necessarily have a goal of where I'd like to end this? Not really. Wow, this has to die. Yeah, not really. I just want to go until I can't come up with new modifiers. And matter of fact, a couple of people I've seen on YouTube ask, well, so I've seen a couple of people on YouTube mention that, okay, as much as I like the idea of Dead Cell streaks, I'm honestly more interested in the modifiers, which is very, very cool to see. I did not see that rat. Oh, wow. Let's chill. Need to get to 32 BC to make it like Hades. I'm gonna eventually run out of modifiers, and I'm gonna have to double up on some stuff. So for example, and you all might have a better idea about this than I do. So let's say, for example, I reduce the number of health pots. For those who know Dead Cells, you can go from 4 down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. You could do one number at a time. Would I do one flask at a time? Because like part of me thinks I may as well just go straight down to like -2 flask. Just so I'm not wasting anybody's time. If that makes any sense. I know it probably doesn't. V, you're making it too hard, too fast. I get that. But part of me also thinks, V, I look at 3 flasks, I sleep when I see 2 flasks shacked with the red laser eyes. I really don't know. But then again, if we want to go all the way up to 32, then sure, I may as well do them one at a time. Yo, Plight, good to see you. Is this the legendary BC-13? It is. Please? Will also help if I knew how to maneuver. We did get a V.30, so that's a good sign. By playing tactics, I kinda don't want to do toxic sewers. Think I'm gonna go promenade. That means prison depths, which means hammers. I just think it's better than birds in a tactics build. Birds and crabs. At some point, you should be cursed for the whole run. Now, what would be fun? Because again, like, I don't want to just make it arbitrarily unwinnable. But I think there's an argument for starting the run at like 20 curse, or maybe 30 curse. I think I have to do that. Everything else can stay as is. We also have mandatory YOLO as our first mutation. That's something that we added, I want to say 2 BCs ago, where you don't get to start off with no mercy, you don't get to start off with tranquility, point blank. Even like a necromancy would be better than this. Yes, it does save you from 1 death, but honestly, if you're counting on that, then you are probably going to have an issue. And then after you die, you are then going to have an issue that you are stuck with a useless mutation. Like, in a way, it's kind of already useless. Sick. Ooh, star? Is that an elite? Well, it is elite. I'm sorry. Is that a legendary? Double damage hand hook? What is that? What's 8th boss cell? I just joined. 8th boss cell is curses now give 15 curse instead of the normal 10. What do y'all think? Am I taking that legendary hand hook? I think it has a very, very useless affix to it. I should have taken that for the extra jump. And it's double damage too. Jeez. Yeah, all it does is make victims bleed. What am I supposed to do with that? Like no bonus damage when they hit the wall, or bump the enemy farther or something like that. Yeet the enemy farther. Plus the double damage, there's no way. This is probably not possible, but it would be cool if each map you enter, you start with a 10 curse. I kinda like that idea. Not to do the whole run curse, but like you have to do at least a portion of the map better. Which is kind of why I put on the 15 for cursed chest. And we're gonna get to that once we get into prison depth. It's gonna be awful. I'm telling you right away, it's gonna be awful. Gotta say, Wings of the Crow doing something. I don't know what, but something. Almost got me killed, actually. Trying to get kills because I need money and I need a V.60. I haven't unlocked Disengage yet. I beat the game. I know how to unlock it. I just haven't yet, so I pick YOLO every time. What's nice is that once you get into like higher win rates, I guess, you may find yourself playing YOLO a lot less and Disengage a lot more. Because a lot of times you don't need protection from the actual killing hit. All you need is a chance to use the health pot. And Disengage is very good at letting you use the health pot. Please. There we go. Holy crap. 10 more. The value of a free item when everything is crappy is super, super good. And like I'm spending so much more money on shops too. Like if I could get rid of the corrupted power, maybe. It's a pretty good backpack item. Holy crap. Okay. Yo, Brendan, good to see you. It's funny, someone also put a comment in today's video. For those who haven't seen it, can I get an exclamation point latest in the chat? Latest. I've been posting the Dead Cell Streak stuff every single week. If you ever need to catch up, it is up on YouTube. Like and subscribe as well. Ring the bell, maybe. Maybe someone will answer the door. Jeez. Wings of the Crow is such a weird skill. The Wing Zero. I used to make that joke a lot. Along with calling vampirism True Blood. Wings of the Crow was Wing Zero. Which, funny story, Epibot's name comes from Gundam Epion. For those who remotely know what that is. Ooh. See, this is why you kind of have to kill everything, because you never know where the challenge rift is going to be. What happens to YOLO in the Queen fight? Does it activate before you die the first time? So if you fall, and you die to a fall, I believe she will bring you back. If she just smacks you and kills you, YOLO activates. That's what I'm at least imagining happens. But as I said, like, you may not have even needed the YOLO if you had something like, oh my god. If you had something like Point Blank. Look at this malaise. It's nasty. Okay, so that's a food area with infected food in it. See, even this is killing my malaise. Where normally that's a paused roam. What final boss am I going this run? So honestly, if I have Wings of the Crow, the answer should be the Queen. Is that Wings gonna stay in there forever? Probably not, because it's level 1. That'd be really good in that fight. Let you change. Definitely getting that Acrobatic Pack next. That's gonna be so nice with the Carbine. Interesting how it teleported up. Like it knew I was closer to the top than on the bottom. It's gonna go for a headshot or something. I don't know what it was thinking, really. Maybe a little too big brain. Lightning does not work with Acrobatic Pack. Barrel launcher sounds like death. I haven't used barrel launcher in a long time. What if it's not? I guess with the Acrobatic Pack, it's not good, because I might want to shoot it backwards. Oh, money shooter again. I have barely any money. Yo, Andrew, good to see you. Okay. There's still that hand hook on the table. I promise you, Chad, I'm not gonna take it. I feel like if there's a way, and it's funny because there are a lot of cool GIFs on Reddit that show hand hook is like giga busted in prison depths. But for some reason, I think it's giga bait. I'm pretty sure that loses the run. It looks like your attack indicators are on. Crap, you're right. I did turn it on for the boss rush. All right, my bad, my bad. That is this and this. Hopefully we don't need to reset. Definitely is gonna be felt on the boss. I'm glad we figured that out before the boss. All right, let's get out of here. Give me this. Yeah, see, even though we have more food is infected, I think every map still has guaranteed one piece uninfected food. And I don't believe there's anything I can do about that. All right, depth it up. No way anything bad happens here. Absolutely no way. Yo, Top Hat, tip of the hat to you. 12 months. 12 months. Wait. Top Hat, did you change your name from something else? Were you always a tip of the hat? Wag of the finger? Appreciate that support. Happy birthday to you. Can we get an exclamation point birthday in the chat for Top Hat? Barricade on a ranged build. Probably can't. If I still had the hand hook, that probably would have been okay. Like you just keep the aspiration? Apparition? Whichever one it is, whatever the stack is in Slay the Spire, you just keep that up. Yo, self-synergy, wow. And then it'd be fine, but I already ditched it. A little too late. Definitely do not do that. Now, to be fair, will there be a day that there's guaranteed banks? I don't know. Maybe. But today is not that day. Maybe we save that for 32 BC. Ultra lurker, but love the content. Top Hat, people like you are what Twitch is all about, so I appreciate that very much. Malaise is ticking while I'm in here. I'm just trying to see, is it better for me to take the pyro over the magic missile? Answer's gotta be yes, right? Oh, so you see 15 curse. That's brand new tech. Now, the reason why I decided to make that BC 13. So I do want to make more curses somehow, and I don't have like a good way to do that yet. But if I remember correctly, a long time ago, they revamped how Prison Depths was laid out. And basically, Prison Depths was a standard biome about the standard size of any other biome. And they made it smaller in order to make the overall runtime in Dead Cells lower. So what they did was that they moved the cursed chest to the front of Prison Depths and then cut about half of Prison Depths from the game. Like, just deleted half the biome. And when they did that, my question to the dev team was, hey, if you put the cursed chest in the beginning, what are the odds that as soon as I spawn into Prison Depths, there will be a elite? And funny enough, they handcrafted it so that the odds of a monster spawning in the beginning of Prison Depths is extremely low. I don't know if you all have noticed that, but typically here and Corrupted Prison, you won't see an elite until like halfway through the biome. That's something that they handcrafted. Sorry about that. So my idea about having the 15 curse is that first off, in Prison Depths, if you get that elite, because the handcrafted part's over, it's gonna suck. Wow. Second off, if you're in something like the bank, that means you have to come across more gold gorgers, which will also suck. So I want to say there's real gameplay there. I know it's a little weird, but it's also scalable. So someone was asking, V, when's 32 BC? Wake me up when it's 32 BC. Well, perhaps I can tune up the number of cursed chests, curse even more. Oh my god. I hate how Pyro aims. I feel like it never hits its target. It doesn't really curve down very well. Oh my god, this teleportation speed. I'm almost at 10 malaise, I just realized. That's bad. Gotta get a move on. The monster turns around so much more quickly, too. This is hard mode. Absolutely. Absolute hell difficulty. Which, to be honest, that was another question I had for you all too. So right now, the difficulty goes from normal to hard to very hard to expert to nightmare, I think, and then hell. So what's after hell? Wait, that thing was freaking dabbing on me. What in the world? Jeez, that box would have been so bad. Void difficulty? Doom difficulty? I like it, I like it. Dr. Doom difficulty. MF Doom difficulty. What is the slasher doing? Get back here. You don't see it just ignore me like that? That's toxic. Who just does that? Gave me the cold shoulder. Left me on read. Alright, I absolutely cannot go to Mamatic like this. Though we do have lightning in the kit. If I don't swap out my weapon, we are going to be screwed. And there's a curse here, possibly 2 curses. V, you don't say. You gave me the hookup that I didn't know I wanted. Probably keeping that for sure. And give me the no mercy. Assuming that's better than Tranquilo. Tranquilo's gotta be better. Alright. I don't know what's after hell, but before it was primordial chaos. Okay, so the deep lore, you're saying that hell wasn't always there. At some point, there was the chaos. The chaos, actually. And then chaos created stuff. Maybe chaos created the Titans? Who created the Titans? Does anyone know the Hades deep lore? Where'd the Titans come from? I believe chaos creates the chthonic gods, right? If that's the right pronunciation. Oh, wow. You love to see it. Uranus made the Titans. Wait, what's Uranus in the Hades game? I don't have that god yet. Which I really hope that stuff is in Hades too. Oh wow, I just canceled my Wings of the Crow. We gotta get some damage in the kit. This is looking ugly. I did not want to come up here. In Greek, it would be whatever that is. Thank you, thank you. I gotta say, you can ask Twitch chat any question in the book, and someone has the answer for you. Oh my god. Every monster takes 1,000,000 years to kill. You gotta get something. Yeah, Twitch chat greater than Google, I agree. And they don't steal my data. Right? Chat? Okay, first curse. Again, this is a 15 curse. If I were to die on this map, it is probably due to this. That's scary. Doesn't even do bonus damage either. We lose tranquility. Okay, we only got one curse. This could have been a second one. Yo, Tater, good to see you. This setup is OP. I've never really used Crow's Feather like that. It's good while I know what's happening. As soon as we get to a point where things are a little sus, then you end up in situations that you may not have thought you wanted to ever be in. And my kill speed is god-awful. It's a few more. Gotta be really careful here. I might just ignore those, to be honest. Go for the easy stuff. Does it escape? It kinda does. Yeah, so I might still need the crossbow, the shoddy, for Mama Tick. I definitely cannot go in there with Pyro. Absolutely not. Beat the hand for the first time yesterday. Love this game. Uppercase backspace. Congratulations. Do you remember what the build was? Can you let us know the uppercase special? The tried and true hand stamped. That's a bug, by the way. It actually throws its barrel into the ceiling. And it will still hit you. Probably need some scrolls. So this is Food Shop, which I'll probably get the malaise clear. Robitussin. This does not help me on Mama Tick, but this might be part of the answer. Part of it. Not all of it, just part of it. It's a lot of money I just blew. Oh, another one. We'll chill, we'll chill. Though the laser gun could have actually been okay. Marksman bow. Now that's something you don't see every day. V, when was the last time you played marksman bow? Shoot, I have no idea. Look at this 10 malaise, by the way. If you've never seen 10 malaise, I don't even know where it is. Faster enemy movement 3, more reactive enemies, faster teleport, more damage. Enemies turn into elites level 3. I didn't even know there's more than one level to that. even more enemies spawn around you. Enemies teleport by mas largo groups. I completely missed. Ooh, the teleport makes this kind of weird. Wait, wasn't the plan? Did we make this? No, because I do kind of want it in the primary. I was gonna say, we solved this issue before by main-handing the other weapon and then using the better primary in the primary. Like the better single target in the primary slot. Goodbye. Oh my god. Spoke too soon? Yeah, laser gun. Again, not something I use all the time, but I think in this case, that may have been what I should have taken. Unless I absolutely needed the shield. This is pretty good on this map. Like, every platform seems to have more than one monster. See, look at all the bounces. Get the extra HP. But bonus jump as well. All right, looking good. We got the V.62. What do y'all think? Am I taking the shoddy or nah? It's still on the table. Probably pretty good versus Mamatic. Could be scary too, you never know. What is the 8 BC? You could do exclamation point BC in the chat. We have a bunch of stuff listed. Challenge rift near the TP exit. That's good. Wait, that is not the exit. I see that big room and that's what I'm expecting. Okay, so it's along the path. Ooh. Yo, good job, chat. Streamer privilege right here. If you're ever wondering, like, why would anyone want to stream a game like this? You'll get backseated to hell and back. Maybe the backseat's not that bad if you get something like this. Just to say that. Of course, don't backseat in other people's chats unless they tell you you can. Only here is the backseating allowed. Okay. Looking good. Do challenge rifts spawn on all areas? They can spawn everywhere. They can spawn everywhere. I've had them everywhere. I have not had a single map, except maybe Infested Shipwreck. But that could just be because it's too big and I've never found it. But otherwise, I've had it on every map. Okay. So like I said, I'd rather play this survival. does not really work with Wings of the Crow. It would just really help me for the next boss. Trust. It also sucks that I bought the Robitussin, and then I'm gonna actually eat this. I did that out of order. I should have ate that first and then get the Robitussin. I think there's also an amulet over here. I'm just gonna grab it for the money. No, that is a Mama Tick skip. Speedrun strats. I had to quit for a while and now came back trying to de-rust, and I haven't found a single challenge rift. Perhaps you need to stream the game. I don't want to say that that's the only way to get a challenge rift, but it certainly has helped me. You don't think that they have to spawn. I think there is an increasing chance for it to spawn, but I always confuse that with legendaries. One of the two starts off at like a 15%, and then each other biome that it has not shown up yet, it is an increasing number. It could just be the flat 20% though. Okay. I kind of like the throwing star with magnetic grenade. Sounds like a cool synergy, but what are the odds it actually happens on a regular basis? $3,000 for an item I don't even really want to keep. Okay, so yeah, it's the legendary one that has the scaling. Thank you for that. We will run a prediction. This is not a no-hit prediction. Instead, we're predicting on what will the next legendary be. Either a melee shield or a ranged weapon or a turret grenade power. We'll have 2 minutes on the clock. Cast your votes, people. Cast your votes. Good to see everybody. I'm happy to have you all here. Honestly, I was on the fence about streaming today because I have a lot of stuff that I need to do, as well as packages back there that I need to set up. But I've said it before, almost every time I decide to log on when I don't want to, it ends up being good. Knock on wood, of course. We don't want to freaking lose the run. All right. Okay, so damage, not great, not great. Oh yeah, I don't have the exclamation point. I can't for the life of me tell which one's better. Okay, right here. This is the best distance. So that activates the Tranquilo, but still actually hurts the boss. We'll let you have it. Like right here. Crap, I think I went too close. Oh no! I could try to parry that. Let's not risk it. Alright. Oh, give me the legendary. This might be the only thing that carries us through the freaking rot and filth of this slow build right now. Oh god. We can get one of those if we need it. I promise. Since the 24th of the last month, I have 78 hours in this game and you're addicted. Yo, Uppercase, if you have any other roguelikes that you're on the fence about, let's say V, I've been really looking at Have a Nice Death. Should I pick it up? This is definitely a place where you can check in and see any game that might get you addicted. All right, give me a legendary, a good one at that. Legendary Boomerang. Now, back in the day, this was a tier S legendary, like possibly the best legendary in the game. Before this became what it is today, one of the best builds in North America, back when Boomerang and Corrupted Power were both survival, which is funny to think about. Double Boomerang with Corrupted Power was the best build, I think. And back then, you could just dual wield it. You didn't have to have Legendary. But, we're jamming. We could maybe even Streamer Room. That has a curse in it. Graveyard. Graveyard also has a curse. So right now, it's... Would you rather take a curse or go to Stilt Village? Knowing that the curse is a 15 curse. I don't think I can do Streamer Room. And I don't really want to do Stilt Village. So I'll risk a curse here. Now, of course, Streamer Room would have meant more legendaries. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, that's the room in the Fatal Falls area that gives you a legendary. You lose some stats for it, but because I'm already rocking a Boomerang legendary, like, I don't think it could possibly be bad. Yo. We probably don't need Wings of the Crow anymore. Though it has been helping us, like, tremendously. A little bit of crowd control. It's like you're up against a boss, you just toss this down, assuming it does something. I like to believe it did something just then. What? I have no idea. But that's the cool thing about Dead Cells, is that the game can start off, honestly, the game can go in any direction. You have no idea if it is gonna be a win or a loss. But sometimes you get like one piece of the puzzle, and all of a sudden, it's a next level build. Ooh. Scary. We do have Cocoon though, don't be afraid to hit the Nas button. Or more like a SNOS button. Because it, like, you would think a NOS button is active. But Cocoon makes things not so active anymore. That's nitrous oxide, for those who don't know. What did you do to make it a hard run this time? We have Cursed Chest +5. You'll see it as soon as we find a cursed chest. It's kind of a you have to see it to believe it kind of deal. Burning oil damage spreads oil. I feel like we could probably do something a little better than this. Poison on hit, maybe? I was about to say, why am I going the long way? And then I realized there's 0 teleports. Yo, Jay, welcome. Happy to have you here. Can we get some highs in the chat for Jay? New chatter, new viewer. Hey, V, did you register for the Dead Cells Castlevania DLC beta test? The answer is no. I'll give you a couple reasons why. First off, I already don't have enough time to do half the stuff I have planned. So as much as I would love to participate, I don't have the bandwidth to do such a thing. And then second off, I think there's still a little bit of novelty to me going through it for the first time, for the viewer. Like, we're all kind of learning stuff at the same time. Now, to be fair, we do sometimes do the Steam store page release stream, which we did for Queen of the Sea and Fatal Falls. So I'm like 1 day ahead, usually anyway. But of course that doesn't always happen. So ideally I'd like to do the same thing on this DLC as well. And then, like, sometimes I'll also get in these situations where people who are in the beta are trying to get us to, like, sort of leak, soft leak. Not always on purpose, sometimes it's on accident. Oh, V, like, Castlevania DLC is so good. Did you get to the part where it's, like, super good? And, like, if I was doing it, I probably can't answer the question. So then I have to like come up with some convoluted way to say that I'm not doing it. So like it's also a catch-22 there. I'd rather just not participate and then come in once it's showcase time. Are there any particular weapons in general you wish were in the game? So whenever this question comes up, I think about Soul Calibur 2. And like, what's in Soul Calibur 2 that we don't have? But I think now we have everything. Like, we kinda have nunchucks even. It was nunchucks, it was a whip, more like Ivy Whip. Tonfas, we got those. We have a staff. We have Rapier. Everything is in there. So like, I don't know other games that have weapons. So that's why whenever like a new Dead Cells DLC or something comes out, I'm always super interested in seeing what the devs come up with. Because I personally don't have something in mind. Toxic Cloud Hokuto? You have to. I mean, okay, so you're thinking, V, what's the difference between this and Carbine? The Carbine does burning. We need burning oil for the boomerang. I will then need to find a fire source. Maybe we don't want that. Maybe we just want poison on the boomerang. It's probably easier to get poison on the boomerang than try to get fire in the kit. Trust me on this. V, provide proof. Show your work. If you don't submit your rough paper, it doesn't count. They'll just think you use a calculator. My cat ate my work. And besides, it's an online class anyway. So like, what's the point of showing you that I didn't use a calculator? It's a freaking online course. Of course I use a calculator. What do you think this is? It's literally a calculator on the thing I'm taking the course on. What am I supposed to do? Scan my rough paper? No. No one's gonna do that. Jeez, I feel for the kids. Any of my Zoomers in the chat right now, like learning things from either Teams or Zoom. My God, I don't know how you do it. E-tips for 5BC is currently kick my butt. Jay, if you could give me one thing that you think you died to recently in 5BC, what do you think that thing would be? I probably should have taken that, but it's fine. I didn't learn anything over quarantine, but I did watch a whole lot of YouTube. That's why all the Zoomers now, like the #1 job they want to be as a YouTuber. It's like that's what they are exposed to every day. I don't know what else to show. I am watching my teacher teach me advanced physics while also watching the newest SZA video from her latest album. I really cannot do anything. Struggling with 5BC? Me next. Kind of trying to wait for the one from Jay, but if I were to give like any quick idea, so first off, obviously we have malaise. My malaise is extremely high until I got to this map. You want to understand that you probably cannot use a health pot to cleanse malaise. The malaise itself is almost just going to be a necessary evil. Like, just think of it as part of the game now, and you don't want to try to mitigate it if it's gonna cost you health pots. Even me spending money to get rid of it is like a little bit unnecessary. That's totally unnecessary, because it's probably gonna prevent some damage at some point. But I would say try to get used to having malaise first, then trying to make it a point to get rid of it, because it does get rid of itself over time. Sepulchre the Timekeeper. Though I wonder if I could do Scarecrow with this. Sepulchre's scary because it's a big curse in here. But we do have Wave Clear, we have Owl, we have Double Boomerang, we have Hokuto. Honestly, it should be safe. Yo, Lone! Did he die? Can someone check on him? Uh-oh. Crap. Like, I kinda want this. Just to clear the curse. Technically, I could keep it for the whole game, but I really want this for the curse. It was getting good? Yeah, I don't think it did all the squid. Unfortunate. That feel when no squid. Thank you for that ongoing support. 14 months, Lone. Where were we 14 months ago? No one knows. That was like last November. Maybe we just started doing viewer builds at that time. V, do you recommend unlocking all the weapons even though some of them are hard to play? Before we do that, let's see if there is a jump puzzle. I don't see one. So the short answer to me, and this is just me, is yes. And the reason why, even though some items may not be that high on the tier list, if you happen to have a tier list that you made yourself, I think there's a significant chunk of game that you could learn by using other weapons. For example, some of the legendary, well, you'll already know legendaries. For example, some of the stars on certain weapons are incredibly good. Let's say, for example, you don't like Oven Axe, but you see the 40% bonus damage Oven Axe, and all of a sudden, like, you've incorporated that into your gameplay knowledge, and now Oven Axe, you're a beast on. Your Shroud for Oven Axe. I think if you don't unlock everything, then you're gonna end up in a situation where A, you could get burned out from certain weapons. B, like, I love Dead Cells, but it feels too samey for me. Okay, what have you unlocked? Oh, I don't unlock blueprints. I only unlock what the streamer tells me to unlock. Then, like, yes, you're going to get burned out. New legendary. And the game might feel kind of samey for you. But then, like, some builds are so fun when that one item shows up. So, like, right now, Spite Sword legendary, I snooze. You don't use that right now. But if this was survival, and I had a colorless face flask, or even without the face flask, this thing is top notch. But if you don't have it unlocked, you may have decided that it's not very good. Why would I ever want to get hit? Like, that's gameplay that I feel like you're gonna lose out on. We do take this. We're gonna have a lot of dot. Leave the ice armor in case another curse shows up. So yeah, a lot of good questions though, a lot of good questions. I hope I answered the question about 5BC adequately enough. Where malaise to me was the primary issue. I think people were saying that they're just getting giga stomped by some of the monsters. I think part of that comes from just overall knowing how to make a good build out of possibly nothing. And it's a roguelite, you might not always find the busted setup. But like, having a little bit of a tier list of your own, not the streamer's tier list. Let's say, for example, you're going into the Giant. V told me always go Giant 100% of the time. That's a lie. I don't know who said that, but it wasn't me. If you were to go into the Giant with Oven Axe, it's gonna be bad. 100% you're gonna struggle. Anyone would struggle. So like, you, at that point, not only are you making builds that you know are going to work, you are also making sure that each route that you take, the items are good in that route. So like, when I chose Sepulcher here, I chose this knowing that I have wave clear. I can throw 2 boomerangs and wipe out the whole hallway. If I did not have that, I would not be here. I would have gone to caverns instead. You may have to buy a health pot, in which case you have to know, okay, this route has a food shop. You might be running KFC because there's rotisserie chickens. You might be running Whole Foods because it's, you know, the fresh, no GMO fruits and veggies. So you may have to go that route, and you have to plan to go that route. So like, even beyond gameplay itself, I think there's a little bit that has to be done on the knowledge part. Did some stuff because my internet died and you just came back. I'm sorry. Can anyone clip what I said? Maybe we'll make a command. We have a command for exclamation point 2 BC. I should probably make one for exclamation point 5 BC. That seems smart. Hopefully I don't get another curse. If I get another curse, I might have to skip it. Because I don't know if I'll have 15 monsters to kill. I say that as I kill a bunch of monsters I don't have to. We're schmoovin' though. If there's one thing Tactics is good at, is giving me a quick clear. Light? I feel like there should be light in every secret. Like, let's say it took me a long time to get up that. I probably would die to light. Most of your problems are still de-rustifying and learning. I don't have all weapons and mutations. Now, what I would say for the people who ask me, should I unlock everything? I really would recommend unlocking every mutation. Even Acceptance and Alienation. You'll never know when those get buffed, and you'll be crying the day that the new patch comes out and you didn't unlock it previously. But almost every mutation that I have sees play. I think the only one that I actively don't use is Witch Time, which is the dodge roll, slow all enemies around you if you time it correctly. And that's because I'd rather use Crow's Feet. But there's a couple of runs I've done where I took that instead of Crow's Feet. I don't remember why. But it does sort of do a job that Crow's Feet does not do, and that's slow things above you. Like bats, genies, Shantae, etc. Nice. Okay. V, you opened my eyes and my brain for the last time. I'm gonna follow the channel. Hopefully if you got some useful information from me today, follow the channel. We do Dead Cells every Monday and at least one other day after Monday. Either Wednesday or Saturday is the current schedule. Let's check out what this shop is. I don't really care to backtrack in Sepulcher, but hopefully we're fast. Nice. Mutations are just extra tools to possibly use. Like, there's no downsides to having them unlocked. So it's better to have them than not. That's what I think. Now, there may be an argument for, like, V, I'm a newish player. I don't really have all the cells. I'm still working on my blacksmith and stuff like that. So sure, I'm in agreement with that. If you want to prioritize getting your meta, health flasks, backpack, all of that kind of stuff, then sure, definitely do that first, and then I would say think about getting these mutations. Barnacle, we have poison in the kit. I think we need the fire. Though, maybe I don't need the owl. We can go double turret. I'd hate to ditch Alejandro like that. But with $30,000, I think you go this. And make everything S rank. I think this is the build right here. This is the rest of the game. I could go the Giant, but I shouldn't need to. I missed the time you streamed Rondo of Blood. Looking forward to watching the VOD. And I'm hoping today is the last day, but I won't spoil how we've been doing. Every time I see Cursor pop up, I have a heart attack after fully completing the boss rush statue. Good job. I haven't even done that yet. I just feel like I have no time to do it. Oh, crap. I never did the prediction on which legendary we would get. So, chat, remind me, did the boomerang come from the Mamatic kill? Why in the chat if boomerang came from Mamatic? Or in the chat if it did not? Okay, so the first thing we got was the boomerang. So the prediction win, what's the next legendary, is melee shield range. Because I did it right before Mamatic. I'm gonna run it again. Just in case, if we don't see another legendary, we will cancel and refund everybody. The flawless only took a few hours, but they were absolute pain. Yeah, I want to say, if I hard commit to it, I might be able to do it. I just don't know if I want to do that. I feel like I could be doing other stuff for quote-unquote content. Like, I have so many guides that I need to do. Where's the poison? Okay, there's one. I feel like I shouldn't even bother. Jeez. Alright. Clock tower, give us the hookup. Though, to be fair, I think the only thing I would probably take here is a legendary turret. Maybe a legendary Hokuto bow or something to put in the backpack. But I highly doubt I'm getting rid of the boomerang. I just love it too much. Yo, look at the meltation. Crap. I shouldn't have done the stun. Help. All right, one more parry. There we go. All right. What they got for us? I'm feeling a vamp, a true blood, Sookie Stackhouse behind the door. Lightning rod is fun. You know it's gonna be something bad. Absolutely, this is gonna be bad. The boss rush rewards aren't even worth it, TBH. Portal, do you know what you would prefer it to be? All right, legendary. Legendary. Legendary Owl. Alejandro came back. He went in the hyperbolic time chamber, came back the Super Saiyan 3 Owl. I think that's good. I think we take. Part of me wants to re-roll it because I want to get rid of the increased move speed after a kill, but probably fine. Okay. So hear me out. Hear me out. I think this can kill servants. It can kill everybody else too. But I feel as though we can get a ton of stats here and have a very easy time on servants. Famous last words. Hopefully I don't just get blown up. We do still have the YOLO, so I've been not having a mutation for a long time. But for all we know, it gets popped here. And if it gets popped here, like I said, a lot worse than disengage. At least with disengage, I can AFK for 2 minutes. and have it back, but we are actually down a mutation. We're already down a mutation, to be honest. My Hokuto working? There it is. I was gonna say, I don't know if I've seen the marker this entire time. My platforming's really weird. Alright. I think it might just be me, but the weapon slash skills or whatnot were lacking. Don't get me wrong, they're interesting, but you'd rather have weapon skins or something. So that's something that we talked about a long time ago. Not with the devs, I'm just saying with Twitch chat. The idea of weapon skins, similar to, for those who remember us doing that Scotty mod showcase, Dead Cells waifu showcase, that has weapon skin mods. And some of them are actually incredibly good. So if the devs of Dead Cells decide, okay, you all want rewards, I know you love skins, how about we just give you weapon skins? I will 100% take that. Like if they turned heavy crossbow into an actual shotgun, like an Ava 8 from Apex Legends. If they turn owl into like a duck, that's tier S material. Alright. It's gone, right? Really? I think that's Murder Bridge. Which is why there's so many freaking gangplanks. The flawless skins were just okay. Yeah, I'm sure after all that work, getting a couple of skins for it, for your character, is a little tough. I still feel like what I wanted to see was somehow being able to post it on Reddit. And right now, the actual statue is not seen unless you go into that room. So I think it's twofold. One, I like to see my statue more often. Whether it's like in shops, maybe the statue is right behind the shopkeep. That'd be kind of cool. So every time you go into your shop, you can see it. Or, well, because I want both, but you know, I will take one if I can have one. An end of run boss rush screen that I can post on the Reddit and get karma. And that's asking for a lot. So just putting it in shops is probably the priority. But yeah, I still have some cool ideas that I want to do for boss rush. Again, it's all down to time. Time and interest. Because I feel like a lot of people still aren't like super interested in seeing boss rush. But I might be wrong. You see me stutter stepping because I'm so afraid to walk up. It's like if stuff is right in front of me, that's the worst place for it to be. Yo, Alejandro. I don't know the rest of the song. We've been playing a lot of Beat Saber lately. And the Beat Saber devs put some Lady Gaga on it. On Beat Saber. You have to pay for it, it's DLC. But I don't really know the songs very well. And that's like kind of weird, I guess. To not know Lady Gaga songs. That's probably a lie, to be honest. V, you know the song. Stop tripping. Why isn't he named Alejandro? He is. Wasn't I saying Alejandro? My bad if I misappropriated. You're saying Alejandro. I said Alejandro. Wait, I swear. Parries are extremely consistent on Mama Tick, so it's not that bad. Yeah, the order of which I would prefer to see certain bosses in Boss Rush. I think this HP is pointless. Is a pretty big deal. But when you're doing like tier 4, I'm sorry, so 5 bosses, you're gonna see all of them. So you basically have to know how to fight every single one of them. I'm sure there's some people who, if they got something like Servants, then they would just hard reset. I'm not gonna waste my time on a fight that I'm probably gonna lose. I guess that's the beauty about using a curse sword to get the no-hit, is that the reset is done for you. You don't say. Think about the streak, V. A bubble during the servant fight has to be good. Thunder Shield's legit, don't get me wrong. But we're talking servants here. This ain't Hand the King. This ain't even spoiler. Think about the streak. I've heard Alejandro. My English vocabulary is not good when it's about owls and birds. Don't worry. I was probably saying Alejandro and only pretending I was saying owl. All right. Big biome. Just one area left. I think I left. Yeah, I left a door. Malay's still ticking. But honestly, I'm not even trying to speedrun. It's just the build is good enough to kill everything as it shows up. Even with 150% bubba bonuses. The build is good enough to kill and keep the melees low without me trying to become a speedrunner. I was trying to think of a speedrunner's name, but I couldn't think of one. Looking good. I think we got the cleanse. Again, like, I don't know if I've ever seen a challenge rift on this map before. It can probably happen, but it's so big and dangerous that I feel as though I don't even try. If it's not at the end of the biome, right under the lighthouse door, I would say it never spawned. There's our cleanse. Nice box. That was legit. Now, there could be a challenge rift in this room. Lead propagation staffy. It's pretty good. If you happen to see the challenge rift, just put it in the YouTube comments. Never really lost against Servants or Queen. They are pretty easy, TBH. Portal, did you use Cursor to get your victory, or did you come up with a better setup? At least one that you believe was better for yourself. Triple purple. 14,000 down to 11,000. Oddly enough, I feel like I don't really have stats to do the fight. Typically, when you're going up against servants, you're giga stacked on stats. Okay. New flamethrower maybe? Cleaver. We're using flamethrower because we want the burning oil. We're getting oil from the boomerang. Crusher is also good. I feel like I don't really want the owl, to be perfectly honest. I know it's legendary, I know it's shiny. That's like a shiny Rayquaza, you gotta use it. But I think I'd rather just have the Crusher. Rough estimate, what's your win rate on the servants? Probably like 60%. If you can remind me, Ranzan, we'll check it after this. I'd personally love to know myself. Challenge Rift? Nada. Alright. I actually didn't do the prediction win. So we got Owl out of that, I believe. Right? So the legendary that we got from no hit on Timekeeper, that was the Owl. Why in the chat if it was Owl, in the chat if something else. I happened to get the Owl later. He was using Curse Sword with Corrupted Power. And the modified boss rush, I would use Stun Grenade first tier and then Rampart. That sounds pretty good. Absolutely. Alright, so that was a power. I do not believe there are any more legendaries for us to get. So the build is pretty much as is, except I do want to swap off Tranquilo. We still have to take YOLO. YOLO's mandatory, even though it was never popped. We want support. And then, do I want point blank? The question here is, do I want more? Oh, yeah. We need Acrobatic Pack. Almost forgot. All right, lastly, we have $30,000. So let me try to get burn damage. No, I think this gets poison damage. Every time it's electricity. Okay, there we go. So poison, burning oil, and our poison comes from the Hokuto. Should be good. Does the prison quarters NPC show the exact number, or do we have to calculate manually? I believe it shows the exact number of deaths. Killed and killed by. So we're gonna check out my win rate on the servants right after this fight. I'm pumped up. I like going servants, I just don't like getting hit by BS. Like, I swear it's not my fault. I should have prepped Acrobatic Pack. I'm just gonna activate this and run. Alejandro probably does a lot of damage to Calliope. Wee. Oh wow, that was awful. Wee. Alright, I think I killed her just then. Still 100%. We just need the flamethrower back. Yo, something was doing chunksters just then. don't know what, but that looked really good. I like servants. I don't like getting hit by BS. That's the different word than contradiction. Paradox? No. Oxymoron? Ooh, I have no good platforms here. Catch 22? Rip, no hit. That's fine. My platforming was really bad just then. At least my owl wasn't gone for very long. You never know. That 50 life points might actually cost us the win. Alright, that's one. Ooh, see a teleport? Gamer moment. Why is she not just shooting at me when she lands? Yeah. Maybe I'm thinking of boss rush. Or maybe like in the next tier, that's when she shoots after she down slams. Wait, why do I have a bunch of melees now? What happened? Ooh, big hit. No disengage either. Hopefully there's big food up top. Thread the needle. Ah, she tried to predict it. Ooh. That was pretty good targeting on me. Alright, so we'll grab this. Not really 100%, but should be okay. Start off with a parry, maybe. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I thought I missed that. That would have really hurt. My heart just sank. I got a ton of HP back. See, that's the BS hit I'm talking about. But then again, that was a perfect shot. She shot where I was going, not where I was. Whenever you're playing a MOBA, or maybe even Overwatch or something, they always tell you lead the shots. You have to do that in Overwatch? Maybe you don't. Shoot, maybe that's why I'm freaking bronze in Overwatch.
No. Look at that damage. We're dead.
Gotta follow the stream after seeing that. Thank you, CJ, welcome. Well, that's a health pot. Which is fine. First health pot of the game, I think. You never know. So like I said, if we were to reduce the number of health pots I have, it would be extremely scary. Wish I could see at the end who did the most damage between Alejandro and the turret. I'm kinda put my money on the turret right now. Can't wait for the Castlevania DLC. Me too, Shadow. That's why after this run, we're gonna do Castlevania Rondo of Blood. That's my warm-up into learning Castlevania in order to be a pro when the DLC eventually. You do have to do that in Overwatch, depending on what type of gun and ability. Do I have to do that if I'm playing Sojourn compared to playing Hanzo? All right. You again. So stubborn. Those are mine! Were those all owl pellets? I'm trying to stick these as best as I can. That was really close. Get it! Oh, the kiss? Did you all see that? She kissed my owl on the cheek before she died. That's what they do in the anime. It's like the secret boss and they blow you a kiss because it was actually like your mom and you never knew that until now she's dead, and now it's the whole arc of trying to figure out why the dad turned the mom into like a demon or something. True story. Holy crap, that's a game. Couple of scary moments. But we got it. It's all under the control. Everything came together. Boomerang +1. Flamethrower for the burn. Hokuto's bow for the mark. And the poison. We needed the poison. Alejandro for the kiss of death. What am I talking about? It's an anime moment. Yo. That's a win. That's a dub. Another one for the streak. We are at 13 BC right now, going into 14 BC. I don't even know what it's gonna be yet. Right now, I'm considering removing a health pot. I just don't know if like removing 2 health pots is too many, or do I do them one at a time? I'm gonna actually make a poll on this. And maybe you all could give me a little bit of a help. Reminder to check the kills. Thank you, thank you. New poll. How many pots should I run in boss rush? Not boss rush, I'm sorry. In DC streaks. 3 for now, 2 later. 2 for now, 1 later. Limit gold spending somehow? I have options to do that. It would be getting rid of recycling. And then there's like one more lever I can pull. Okay, so poll is up. Basically, if I want to remove the number of potions we have access to, I'm trying to decide, do I want to immediately skip down to 2 potions out of 4, or go down 1 at a time and make it gradual? I feel like for viewer's sake, they're both good, because for the viewer, like, you're pogged up because very soon he will have no health pots. But then also you might have me die and you would have rather me had 3. All right, let's check out monsters. I want to say it will show the spoiler first, so I'm going to do this. You all can't see, and then I'll swap back once we get to it. Yeah, I don't think I can buy above the total health pots I can have. I will literally deactivate the meta. Okay. So this one's a little interesting. We'll have to math it out. So math majors, get your TI 83s out. This is kind of weird. Okay, so we'll assume that I must have done the fight 73 times. Or else... That's a... No. Does it count each floor as a separate kill? Because there's no way I've done this 73 times. Well... Okay, Mama takes 200. Maybe the 70's not unreasonable, but it's gotta be counting it on multiple floors. So I don't know how you would calculate this. If you divide 73 by 3 and then take that as the number of actual encounters. So what's that? 33 times that I've done the servant fight. So if I died 4 times in a 33, whatever the number is, attempts, what's the win rate? Your win rate, it doesn't count multiple floors. I've actually done servants 73 times. There's no way. I feel like there is not a single way I've done that fight that many times. But then I looked down and I saw everybody else was several hundred. So perhaps it is possible. And I just didn't know. Interesting that the servants are like above everybody else. Yeah, 97 scarecrows and 70 plus calliopes. I don't know. They've killed me 7 times. Yes. I think we can all agree that I have died 7 times in the fight. So if you were to say I have a 10% win rate, no, I'm sorry, a 90% win rate, because I've done the fight 70 times and died 7 times, I feel like that's a lie. Ain't no way I have a freaking 90% win rate in this fight. It's gotta be freaking less than that. Absolutely. Either way, we got next game it. That was good. That was good. I'm pogged up. We got next game over to Castlevania. If you were here for the Dead Souls segment, follow the channel. Make sure you are here for all the other Dead Souls segments. But we do play other games, other roguelikes, new releases, Soulsborne, soon to be fighting games, maybe some Path of Exile. You never know. Gotta boot it up. While this is booting up, I will take a quick 10-minute break. We haven't taken a single break since we've gone live. I just want to set up words on stream for you all, because people seem to like words on stream. Why did no one tell me mouse and keyboard was easy in Dead Cells? I've been playing controller the whole time. I saved mouse and keyboard for special events, like a subathon or something. People want to do something and I'll play the game a hard way. We bust out the keyboard and mouse before we bust out the Guitar Hero controller. Alright. Hit up the BRB screen. Look at that. Hold. Hold. Almost there. Boom, there we go. Now, where in the world is the counter? Oh. Okay. Alright, here we go. BRB, everybody. We're gonna be next gaming it when we come back over to Castlevania Rondo of Blood. Again, if you were here for just the Dead Cells segment, appreciate you for stopping by. But be sure to stop by later, right there, for the next time we play it. But BRB.